I'm John Phillips and I'm fighting Tom Watson. I hope he's got the balls to stand with me toe to toe and give Wembley Arena the fight they want to see, the best fight of cage warrior history. And Tom, by the way, I've heard you've been training with too many Brazilians.
Hey, I'm Tom Watson, back again. Today I fight Han Phillips. He fight from Trojan, good team, he have strong punches. He train much with Honey Man, good friend, but this good fight for me. I do much work down the beach for this fight. I see lots of ladies. Hey ladies, we party. And I just want to send a message to my fans. I just want to say, come join me, have party, do the conga.
First to enter the cage from Wales, John the Predator Phillips.
This is another great fight. The Welshman John Phillips brings heavy hands to the table. Tom Kong Watson, great all-around game. He's one of British's top fighters in this weight class. You know, I think John Phillips is going to come out and try to take his head off, and I think Watson's going to look to take it to the ground.
England, Tom Kong Watson!
And Chris, we talked about in one of the earlier fights, the wrestling razzmatazz. Well, one of the things you know you get with Tom Kong Watson is an entrance.
Yeah, not only that, he does bring a lot of theatrics and a lot of fun to the fight community. Always something different.
And Chris, help me hold him down here. Rob's trying to do the conga with him. You know what, Robbie? Good old London boy doing the conga here. Sit back down and tell us what you think of this.
I've got to be honest with you, I think Tom is a fantastic fighter. He's one of the top guys in the middleweight division at the moment and taking the sport seriously. This guy's been training with some huge names in the States, including Rashad Evans and Drew Pickett.
He's been hanging out in my old stomping grounds, Albuquerque, New Mexico, training with Jackson's, one of the top gyms probably in the world right now. Lots of talent passing through those doors. I don't know if Tom Watson wants to make an image and say, look, I can stand up with the best of them, then it might just be that way. But I think the smart money is on him taking Phillips to the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a middleweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of action. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, this man weighed in at 84 kilograms. He's representing Trojan Free Fighters. He has a background in boxing and a cage rage record of 1 win with no losses. From Swansea, Wales, John the Predator Phillips! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, this man weighed in at 83.8 kilograms. He's representing Jackson's Mixed Martial Arts. He has a background in boxing and a cage rage record of 3 wins with 3 losses. From Southampton, England, Tom Kong Watson!
Gents, you both rules me yesterday, so you know exactly what I expect, okay? No elbows to the head of a ground opponent, no kicking and no knee into the head of a ground opponent. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my instructions at all times. Any questions, Tom? Any questions, Johnny? Fight hard, fight fair, fight clean.
So here we go with round 1, and for me the interest here is whether it will stay upright or whether it will go to ground. And Chris, you seem to have called it right there, Tom, wanting to take it straight down.
Well, a couple of hard body shots there by John Phillips on his way in. Good clinch work here by Watson. Let's see if Phillips can get out of it.
Well, let's not forget, you know, working on John Phillips' hands is one of the greatest boxers possibly of all time, Enzo Macronelli, someone that John Phillips regularly spars with.
Oh, and there was another hard body shot landed by Phillips. And he's being very difficult to take down for Tom Watson. Wow.
Fantastic shots. Both guys working up and down, but Phillips being successful in his combinations.
And again, Rob, you mentioned to me earlier about the way that Tom Kong Watson is bringing in his knees to play and his Thai boxing. We see this regularly now in this first round, especially when they were against the wire there. Tom using every opportunity to get the knees in.
Well, let's not forget we've actually had the pleasure of commentating on Tom when he's fought UK 1 rules bouts. You know, so he's not shy from standing up and keeping it trading, but right now he's looking for the takedown. Does well to win it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he finally got the takedown, but he ate some leather to the ribs by Watson. I'm sorry, by Phillips. Phillips is heavy-handed, and I'm telling you, those punches are going to play a toll if this bout continues later into the third round.
But at the end of the day, Chris, it also, picking up on something you said earlier, when I said maybe he'd be drawn into an upright wall, this is mixed martial arts now. It isn't boxing. It's about winning, and about winning at all ranges.
Well, you know, a smart fighter is going to go for the easy money. He's going to take his best chance that he has to win. There's really nothing to prove other than, you know, getting another win on your victory. The truth is, when you do out there and stand a war, the fans win, and we all love it and support the fighters more. But the truth is, at the end of the day, you got to care about your record, don't you?
That's right, Rob. This is sensible from Watson after those exchanges upright.
It's very smart fighting. Watson's made a beautiful transition into mount position, looks to strike. Phillips does a good job, gets half guard, works his way to guard. Watson again comes down on top, looking to better his position to strike Phillips.
And he's trapping that arm there, Rob.
Watson shifting round, possibly looking for an armbar. Fires a knee to the midsection of Phillips. And another one that catches the top of his arm.
And Chris, so far on the ground, Phillips doesn't look that comfortable at all, does he?
Well, he's not doing too bad, but Watson has a precarious position. He has a spot where he's keeping an underhook right under that shoulder. So if Phillips turns into him, he can transition, swing around armbar, or he can come across crossface and go for a choke. So he has to be very careful here, and he's been very smart, actually.
That's right, Tom Watson looks very composed as he goes to work, looking to drop that big right hand. Moves to mount position almost at will. Tony Phillips doing a good job of covering up.
Great escape out of that full mount by Phillips. And he almost made it back up on his feet. Good job by Watson there. Tell you what, the way that Phillips throws those hands, I don't think Watson wants to keep it standing at all. It's just so dangerous because with that much power, I mean, he could hit him in the arm and break his arm.
And with that in mind, Rob, Watson, a very canny fight here, very clever fight.
That's right, showing great maturity in his ability over time. He made the transition from boxer to well-rounded MMA fighter comfortably.
Those knees again.
Well, Watson did a good job there while it was in the transition with the stand-up. He landed some good knees.
Watson needs to be careful. Phillips working that guillotine. Tom gets enough space just to breathe.
Yes, we're into the last 30 seconds coming up now. Short right hands here from Watson, but they're not really landing clean. But if we look at this first round, in terms of control, you've got to really say Watson that from those after those earlier exchanges.
That's right, it's been all Tom Watson. He's looked good as he's made transitions between positions. He's looked good with his hands. And right now he looks to just be schooling Phillips in the ground game.
Well, you see, he transitions well, but there's an illegal blow. Need him while he was transitioning back to his feet.
It was fired in the flurry.